Hello cuties, what's up? In today's video, we are reacting to Am I the A-hole Reddit stories, and you guys let me know if they are the a-hole or not. Story time begin. Okay, am I the a-hole for leaving a dinner party after a girl sat on my husband's lap?
What?
That already sounds pretty bad. Just from the title itself. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen. I'm still so shook with everything, so sorry for my rambling. My husband Jake and I have been married for 3 years, and from the beginning, he was very close with his best friend's sister, Cindy, 18 female. Well, my husband would often talk about her and tell her how he had seen her grow up throughout the years. Cindy is always very bubbly and seems very fond of Jake as well. I remember when we were dating, she would ask to come along on our dates a lot. Oh, I don't know about that. I never really said anything as I liked spending time with her as well. She was like a little sister to me. When we announced our engagement, she asked to my husband to better not forget her after being a married man and to still hang out with her. This is already sounding not good for the friend. Well, we got married and I even made her my bridesmaid. Soon we moved to a different state and kind of lost contact. Now Jake's best friend came to stay with us for some time, and Cindy came along as well. Now the moment she saw us, the first thing she said was how hot my husband has gotten, and she was glad he didn't look like those boring married men. Then throughout their stay, Cindy would just ignore my presence and will be way too close with Jake. I told Jake it was looking a bit inappropriate and to ask Cindy to tone it down, but he said that Cindy is just a bit childish, and that is what? And is that way with everybody? Why is he making excuses for his friend Cindy?
That's suspicious.
I shouldn't be biased. Well, at their last day, we decided to host a dinner party for everybody. During the party, I was with Jake when Cindy came and told me, "Oh, I need to steal your husband for a while." And before I could say something, she grabbed Jake's hand and took him for playing games. I ignored it since it was their last day, but then throughout the dinner, she was getting way too close with Jake and would just drag him away whenever I would be around while giggling at me. When everyone sat for dinner, I sat beside Jake and Cindy came last. She then said, "Oh, there's no seat," and then just went and sat on my husband's lap. No. Immediately, no. What?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, let's continue. Everybody was surprised and Jake said laughing, "Cindy, stop acting like a kid. You are not a kid anymore." Cindy started laughing, saying it was a joke, and got up and sat on other seats while giggling at me. What? Yeah, I was so angry with the disrespect and with the fact that Jake was so cool with it. But I didn't want to say anything bad, so I excused myself, took my car, and went out. About 1 hour later, Jake called me asking me where I was. I told him I'm going to my friend's house and I will come after Cindy has left. I know what I did was terrible. Girl, no, you did what you should have done. But I was angry at the time that if I had stayed there any longer, I would probably start fighting or crying. I came the next day and Cindy and her family had left. Swing, catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside. Anyways. Jake was very pissed and I said I took things too far. I started crying and told him how everything made me feel. He said I was horrible to think such things about Cindy and that she was like his sister. I told him that I was not doubting his intentions, but I was hurt by how disrespectful Cindy's behavior was, and he was enabling her by not saying anything. He started saying that I sound ridiculous and couldn't even take a joke, referring to the sitting on lap situation. I said regardless, I don't want her in my house again. Stand your ground, girl. To top it off, Cindy sent a message saying that she was sorry about making me so insecure in myself and that she would make sure to make me feel better, but I should not have left it as it was pretty childish and kind of spoiled the mood. It felt so backhanded. I didn't reply anything to her. Kind of does sound backhanded. I just told my husband he needs to maintain a distance with Cindy. He asked if it was giving him an ultimatum. I said if he go as far as disregard and disrespect my feelings for Cindy. I said if he will go as far as disregard and disrespect my feelings for Cindy. This really rubbed my husband the wrong way, and he said since I had such disgusting thoughts in my mind and is giving him an ultimatum anyways, then he might as well leave because he cannot leave with such an insecure person who has such disgusting thoughts about him. He packed a bag and left for his mother's place. I tried apologizing numerous times, telling him how sorry I am for everything, but he is ignoring my texts and calls. Hold up. How did the victim turn into the perpetrator? What is going on? Later, Cindy's brother texted me and called me a bunch of times to think like that about his sister, saying Jake should just leave me and disgusting person like me deserves to be alone. I could not stop crying after that. I don't know how to fix this. Is there a way to even come back? Was I so wrong to deserve this? I don't know anymore. What? Wait. This poor girl. Edit. People who are asking our ages, we are 25 years old, just months apart. Oh, there's an update. Okay, that's why this is so long, because this is there's like different parts to this. So, update. Thank you all for responding and people who gave me good advice in personal messages. I could read all the comments, but now I know my feelings are valid and boundaries were crossed by Cindy. Now, during the dinner, there was Cindy, her brother Sean, and his girlfriend, and their cousin Derek, also a good friend of mine. Oh, a good friend of my husband with his boyfriend. Okay. It's good that people are reassuring her that she didn't do anything wrong, because I think the husband is all in the wrong, and the friend. I don't know, if someone sat on my husband's lap, that's kind of weird. Okay, so I called Derek and asked about the situation and what happened after I left. He was sympathetic and said that after I left, at first they thought I would come back after some time. However, things were really awkward, but then I didn't come. Sean's girlfriend told Cindy that she was so disrespectful for doing that. Oh, okay, that's nice. Derek and his boyfriend also said the same thing. To this, Cindy started crying, saying they didn't have to corner her and attack her over a silly joke, that she didn't know it would get so out of hand. So then, she then left the room while crying. Jake didn't know what to say and everybody left early the next day. Okay, she's got some friends backing her. That's good. That is so wrong and sketchy. I don't like how the husband and the friend that's a girl is making it seem like they're the victims of the situation. When in actuality, they're crossing some boundaries that they shouldn't have. Okay, moving on. Derek also told Cindy... Derek also told that Cindy has always had issues with boundaries, and when he introduced his boyfriend to everyone, Cindy would get too close and would joke that she was just checking if he was really gay. They were really uncomfortable with it as well, so Derek confronted her, to which Cindy rolled her eyes and said, "They can't take a joke," and eventually stopped. Jokes are supposed to be funny, Cindy. And so far, it doesn't sound like it's pretty funny. No one's laughing. This all sounds so bizarre. I don't know what's going on with Cindy. Sean's girlfriend also texted me saying she was sorry for what happened. I told him how Sean's message was inappropriate, but she had no idea about the text. So I sent her a screenshot and asked her to tell Sean to not harass me again. She was very apologetic and said she would talk to him. Okay. Oh shoot, the mother-in-law is coming in. Now, my mother-in-law called and asked what was going on, as Jake didn't tell her and only said we had an argument. I was a bit hesitant to tell, but eventually told everything. She was furious at my husband. She said they would be coming to have a talk. So yeah, I was just waiting for them to arrive and really nervous. I don't know if what I did was right or wrong, but we will see. As for people saying my husband is some pedo, I don't know how to say that word. Is it pedo or pedo? Or they're having an affair. I know this is furthest from the truth. I never questioned his intentions, but what hurt me was a lack of respect from Cindy towards me. I agree. There is no respect given if she was doing all of that. Update 2. Oh, there's an update 2. Okay, this is a long story. So, my mother-in-law came with my husband, and well, the talk happened. There were a lot of things, but I will try to summarize. Basically, Jake apologized to me first and tried to explain his POV. He said that he was angry because A, I left without saying anything for the whole night when he was literally trying to just diffuse the situation and tried to laugh it off because I was so awkward. He didn't know what else to do. But instead of communicating, I just left him in that weird situation. He made himself get into that situation. He dug himself in that hole because he didn't do anything. He was a bystander of his own fault. He was meeting his friends after such a long time, and just wanted the dinner to be peaceful, and Cindy was going back anyways, and we would most likely never meet her again. B. He acknowledged Cindy was indeed overstepping boundaries, but he didn't know how to bring it up since he has literally seen her growing up and she is like a little sister to him. Also, she acts like that with everyone. He thought that it was just for a few days and he wanted no drama during their stay, so he just brushed it off. He acknowledged he was wrong about not saying anything. So he knows that he's in the wrong. So he knows. He knows that he did something wrong. C. He was already really worried and sad because how I just left with no explanations. Even after I came not once, I asked him how he felt. What? He was also very overwhelmed and everything and felt I was accusing him for not doing anything, when he literally pushed her off as politely as possible when she tried to sit. Hold up. Did you guys in any part of the story remember reading him pushing her off? And he pushed her off, or politely pushed her off, but I don't believe it. Anyways, he felt I was attacking his character and even gave the ultimatum, which made him so sad as he felt if I thought that less of him. I wasn't. Oh, what? Why would he think about that? Huh? Wait, how is the husband acting like this? This doesn't make sense. It wasn't about Cindy, but about how easy it was for me to question his sincerity. He said after that dinner, he was going to go extremely LC with her anyways. D. He apologized for not speaking up about the disrespect Cindy was showing towards me and for also leaving like that. Okay, so he knows he was wrong, and he also apologized for it. Okay, alright, at least he's doing something. At least he's at least he's not saying that he's not in the wrong. Okay, then after Jake said everything, mother-in-law explained Jake about the situation from her perspective. She scolded him a lot as well. In short, she told him that as a husband, it was his responsibility to make me feel like I am his priority, and that he disappointed me the moment I had to come to him to ask for establishing boundaries. Yeah, mother-in-law rocks. Let's go. As a husband, it was his duty that never would have come to him about this in the first place. She also asked him how he would have felt had it been a guy on my lap, and he had no answer to it. Put him in his place. Put him in the same perspective. She told him how what I did was an eruption of suppressed feelings, and as a husband, it was his duty to go after me and never let me leave in the first place. Yep. There were a lot of things said by her, and Jake seemed to realize and sincerely apologize for his actions. She told him if he ever pulled such stunt again, then to not expect her to take him in. She told him if he ever pulled such stunt ever again, then to not expect her to take him in. Later, she took me for a walk. It was just the two of us, and there she explained some things to me as well. She said that she is sorry for everything, but told that even at her house, Jake was distraught. He didn't tell her because he most likely knew he was wrong too, but it was overwhelmed about everything as well. She said she was in no way excusing her son's behavior, but would hope that I would forgive him. She also said that in no circumstances I need to leave my house, as it was my house and my family. She said I shouldn't be afraid and speak in my mind if anything makes me uncomfortable, and to talk to her if Jake does something stupid again, and she will set him straight. She hoped we would work it out since she has seen our love for each other, and it would be sad to see us split up due to some disrespectful brat. Her words. Mother-in-law rocks. She said she cannot have a say in our issues, but suggests that we should get counseling to understand each other better. She even bought ice cream for me. I know it's a bit childish, but she said sweet things work as a charm when people are upset, and well, she was right. Yo, it's really rare to have a good mother-in-law. Okay, actually, no, it's not rare, but when you have a bad mother-in-law, it makes everything worse.
Here comes Karen.
And you can't escape them. Well, it was awkward at night. Jake came to our room and we didn't know what to say. After a while, we talked and both apologized to each other. However, I did tell that I was angry at him to tell everything to Sean and was deeply hurt by the text he sent me. He said he didn't know what I was talking about and I showed him the text. He said he didn't tell Sean about our fight and only told him that he was at Mom's place. He called about our fight and only told him that he was at Mom's place. What? Oh, I just repeated the wow, my eyesight is so bad, guys. I need my glasses right now.
Now look what that dog did. He knows I can't see without my glasses.
Okay, so he said he didn't tell Sean about our fight and only told him that he was at Mom's place. He called Sean and well, it turns out Sean told Cindy and told her how she went too far at the party. Then Cindy made a huge sob story about how I was passive aggressive with her the whole time. How I would always try to question her character and act insecure and jealous. She even went on to say that I was always like that with her even when she was a kid, and that I never liked her and always tried to manipulate people into thinking I was an angel while she wasn't a SL beep T. Well, that made him angry to think of how I have been treating Cindy, and he sent those texts. Jake and I were baffled by such accusations, and he tried to explain Sean how it wasn't true. But then Jake just let it be and decided to go no contact with Cindy and extremely LC with Sean. Jake apologized again and we just cuddled and slept. Well, Cindy's out of our lives for good now, and we have decided to go counseling for better communication in future. That's good. That's good. He did lose a close friend that was a girl, but she was giving red flag vibes. A little sussy. Let's see how everything goes in future. But yeah, we're not getting divorced. I know a lot of people wanted me to show Jake this post, but he was so sad and got scolded a lot already, so I decided not to show him for now. Maybe in the future. Sorry for all this rambling. Have a good day, people. Aww. Okay, so this is the last paragraph. We're almost at the end, guys. Edit. I read people saying we should be NC with Sean too. Oh, no contact. Okay. Oh, LC I think means little contact, and then NC means no contact. That makes sense. And I felt that it would be best to let that friendship go as well. So I talked to my husband about it and he agreed. So he sent a text to Sean stating we could not be friends with him and then blocked him as well. To clarify, I have somewhat forgiven Jake for his actions, but I told him he needs to rebuild that trust that I had. So I know I can rely on him in situations like that. He agreed and we will get couples counseling as well. Thank you all for your advice. You all made me feel less lonely in all of this. Aww. Okay, that was pretty understandable on both ends. Even if you act like siblings or close friends before the relationship happened, after someone goes into a relationship and gets married, you should just respect their boundaries and not cross it because using the excuse of, oh, we were always very close and this means nothing. But it might make someone insecure or not comfortable in a relationship. Yeah, agree. She has nothing to apologize for. Now her apology justifies her actions as making it seem like they did nothing wrong. But she did since she is apologizing. I would go as far as taking back the apology. Yeah, at least they're going through therapy or counseling and the husband knows he's wrong, also apologizing. Okay, any more comments? Cindy sent a message saying that she was sorry about making me so insecure in myself. What a nasty piece of work she is. I know! Wait, I also remember reading about how Cindy thinks the main character is manipulative and how she would present herself as an angel and make Cindy out to be a bad person. That's very manipulative thinking. What? That's crazy. I think low-key, Cindy was just jealous of her, or Cindy was very insecure. Because someone who's secure would not think this way. If you're secure in yourself and you're happy with whatever you are, you would not really care that much about what other people think about you. If you're content with your own self, you would not bother too much with how other people think about you. But once you're insecure or you're jealous of someone, that's when you start harboring these negative thoughts that someone might hate you or they're just out to get you. Okay, unless they're showing clear signs that they're actually trying to harm you or get you, then maybe. But if it's all in your brain and you're just racking up these thoughts, then I hate to say it, you probably are insecure or something's going wrong. Okay, anyways, let me end the video real quick. That is it for the Am I the A-hole? Wait, let me read the thing again. That is the end for Am I the A-hole for leaving a dinner's party. Let me do that again. That is the end of Am I the A-hole for leaving a dinner party after a girl sat on my husband's lap. So what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think the main character is the a-hole or not? I try not to be biased in this story, but I clearly saw which side, in my opinion, was right. But maybe there was some information missing. Okay, but that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, KK, I'll see you next time. Peace!